Hey everybody, welcome back. It seems I have some things to say. So I've gotten quite a few emails and some private messages on my TikTok asking me to watch Case's latest video and to hear what he had to say about Aurora and about Christy sending him pictures of Aurora and everything like that. This is what I've got to say about that. Case never once mentioned that he had any interest in knowing about Aurora, period. Right? He never once said to Christy, well, is she real? How old is she? Does she have the microdeletion? Or anything like that. Nothing. He's asked her nothing. So for her to just come right out and say, I want to send you pictures. Can I send you pictures? Give me your phone number. I want to send you pictures of Aurora. Makes me even more skeptical than I was ever before. And it's fine if Case wants to believe that that's Aurora or whatever. By all means, go right ahead. It doesn't bother me one bit. It would take more than a picture, for one thing, to convince me. But for some people, that's enough. That's fine, you know. But I don't get why she was so adamant in sending him pictures of this baby when Gypsy didn't want the baby's face anywhere out there, period. She had shut down all her social media and was going private because she didn't want to put anything out there about stuff like that, her or whatever. Even Ken took all her pictures off of his posts. So why, and I understand this may have not have been lately, this might have been a little while back when he started conversing with her, but I still don't understand what was her intention on sending him these pictures. What did she want him to do with them? Did she want him to share them so that somebody else can come along later and say, Case was a liar, that's not her, and blah, 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 and we don't know where he got these pictures from, and blah, 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 like she would blame him in the end? Because I don't trust them. I don't trust her. I don't trust Gypsy, and I definitely don't trust Ken or Ryan or any of them. So I know he seems to think that he got Christy's trust after a bit, texting back and forth. And he may have felt that way, because when you're conversing with somebody has a major difference of opinion than yourself, either you're going to fight with them or you're going to try to get as much information out of them as possible, which means kind of coddling them a little bit, right? I don't think that he coddled her, but I think she was coddling him. Okay? I think she wanted information from him just as much as he wanted it from her. Now, you may ask, what information would she want from Case? Well, Case has a lot of friends in this Gypsyverse. And she may want to know, well, what's this one thinking and what's that one thinking? And is this one suing Gypsy? Is that one going after her? Or are they doing something with Bree or whatever? You don't know. You just don't know what she's after. And which means I'm just so very, I don't know what the words to put to it. I'm just so skeptical of those pictures that she sent him. It wasn't that long ago that Ken put out a picture of a friend and a baby. We all know they have friends and relatives with babies around that same age. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like, show us a birth certificate. Hide the serial number and all that. Just show us her name, the date of birth and all that. And I don't want no tax jobs and I don't want no freaking photoshops. Nothing like that. Then maybe I'll sit there and say, let me think about this. Until then, no picture is going to do it for me. All right? None. Now, we're going to get back into that Facebook group that Gypsy and Bree signed up for. They wanted to join. Now, in a way, I could see Gypsy wanting to be in there because she wanted to feel important, you know, because she's pretty much the most famous micro-deleted person on the planet at the moment, right? But why Brie? Why did Brie have to go on there for? To pave the way? Did she just want to see how receptive the group would be for Gypsy to join? And if that was the case, when Gypsy joined, why didn't Brie get off? I don't understand this. I mean, these people have so much twists and turns going through their mind. Where are they going to go next? What are they going to do next? What should they shoot for next? How are they going to get above a certain group of people? How are they going to try to pass themselves off as being victims? How are they going to convince people that Gypsy was abused when we all know she wasn't? I don't know. I don't know. I was watching a creator earlier today, don't ask me a name because I can't remember. And so I'm not leaving it out deliberately. I just didn't plan on putting it in this video, but I was just going to say it anyway. And she was talking about those text messages between Gypsy and Nicholas. A few weeks, 8 weeks or so on up towards the murder. And some of these text messages are just disturbing, to say the least. Disturbing. I don't think Gypsy pretty much texted Nicholas once without mentioning SEX. Not once. Now, I don't know about Ryan. I don't know about Ken. But I'm going to tell you, whoever dips their dipstick in that hole better make sure it's cleaned. I mean, clean. Because we don't know all that's been down there. We really don't. For all we know, she did it with a toilet brush. You know, toothbrush is nothing. Probably too small at that point. Why not a toilet brush? I just gotta say, it was nasty. It was just friggin' nasty. I just felt like taking a shower afterwards and just, ugh. You know? Like, I know she's hypersexual and all that, but those emails, those messages on the phone that she did with Nicholas were just over the top. Over the top. And you can tell half the time, Nicholas wasn't even into it. He was just like, okay, my darling. Okay, darling. Yes, darling. Whatever you say, darling. While she's sitting there talking about wet dreams and the whole 9 yards. It was crazy. Anyway, if you guys do come across it, check it out. It was a really good video, actually. I still can't remember the girl's name, though. Sorry. If I remember it before posting the video, I'll put it down in the comments or the description so that you guys can check it out, too. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to my video, my little rant. And everything is my videos, my thoughts, opinions, and knowledge. I almost forgot to say that. Bye, guys.